Well, that brings us to the last part, which is called the yes or no phenomenon. So I wanted to take this up with you in this way and give you something that I wrote that you may find instructive. I think it's instructive, as you'll hear, on a number of grounds. As a practitioner of integrative healthcare, I've understood the term integrative to pertain to different models of understanding of how human experience works, actually to a different model. So the use of integrative means bringing into balance the 5 significant areas of our functioning, making up our experience and existence in this world. So the term integrative is in contrast to the common current use of the term meaning natural medicine with conventional medicine or chemotherapy with herbs. That's the common current examples of how integrative is used. No, we mean the process of the function of yourself as a human being coming into order and into a unity. The current concept underlying medicine, natural science, and psychology is that of cause and effect, or what's known as determinism. For example, it would be said that in the medical framework that the pneumococcus causes pneumonia. It's a straightforward cause and effect statement blithely accepted without question by the general public, and as well as other natural scientists who champion this model. However, what if your response upon hearing this authoritative statement was, "Oh, by the way, doctor, my dog died this week, my wife left me, I lost my job, and my stock portfolio crashed. I've been in shock, and that's an excessive shock, and I've been weeping at all these losses. Don't they have something to do with the onset of this pneumonia I'm suffering from?" Usual response that comes back to that is, "It's ridiculous. I told you what the cause is. It's the pneumococcus." Your response highlights the different model that we're talking about. So, in our model, conclusions are not drawn. We're seeing relationships between things. The parts are put together to form a whole picture, and the pieces are integrated. And the consequence of this approach promotes healing and overall health benefits. The thesis here is that doubt is a seed planted in consciousness out of which emerge all the disturbances suffered by us in the course of our lives. It is the mental phenomenon that's the basis of all the disturbances in our lives. That's the mental part of it. Guilt feelings, generally speaking, are the emotional component. Physical imbalances, the physical ones, and indecision or ambivalence, the social ones, inability to commit, to make decisions, and to take a definitive action in a situation. And lying is the moral one, telling untruths or falsehoods. With regard to doubt as the progenitor, I want to make a statement that comes to us from the ancient tradition. It comes actually from the Sermon on the Mount. And it said that, "Again you have heard that it was said to the men of old, you shall not swear falsely, don't tell lies in any form, but shall perform to the Lord what you have sworn." So that means that you're going to try to maintain yourself in truth. But I say to you, don't swear at all. And do not swear by your head, meaning by logic. You cannot make one hair white or black. By your logic, which is your rationalizations and explanations and debating, you cannot make one hair white or black. Let what you say be simply yes or no. Anything more than this comes from evil. Yes or no touches on what we talked about earlier, because the admonition was that we were given early on was, "I set before you life or death, good or evil, choose." Say yes or no. I set before you a choice, yes or no. Anything more comes from evil. Evil. I set before you life or death, good or evil. Evil means, in this context, because it's talking about swearing falsely, it means falsehood. It means telling lies, fabricating, making up stories, distorting. Good means truth. I set before you life or death, truth or falsehood. One of the two, it's always before us.